Hey all brothers and sisters, my name is Captain Meatshield and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. I'm trying to think what I want to do with this room. The new slime processing center, for want of better words. I'm thinking of potentially expanding it so that we can get more chlorine and more piping in here. Because, I mean, this chlorine's nowhere near at max pressure just yet. And I want to make sure that I get the chlorine to over... I think I need it at least 1,800 grams per tile. Because the pressure from that, if any slime gets dropped on the floor, there's going to be too much pressure in there for it to be able to output any polluted oxygen, which I think is going to be very handy. So I'm trying to consider how I am going to deal with this. What I might do is issue some deconstruct orders on stuff down here, because this room is not necessarily needed anymore. So cancel that deconstruct. I'm going to open this up so that the dupes can get out this way instead. And I'm going to expand this room along. Your auto bottle is off, so that's good. And we're going to seal this liquid lock back up over this way. And get this water all taken away, and we'll deconstruct that. So I'll shift the liquid lock further down. And we'll, like, double the size of this room, and then we'll fill it with even more carbon dioxide, chlorine. So we may as well pretty much just deconstruct everything that's in here. I might need to try and find somewhere else that I can get some algae in the meantime, because our oxygen production is looking a bit dreadful. I think that's the scientific term for it. I mean, we do still have the oxalite down here that is pumping out a hefty amount of nice air for us, but other than up here, everything else is looking a bit dire. And I'd like to try and do something about that, so I cleared out all of that. Is there a decent-sized patch of algae that I can go and harvest? Anything I can claim that's within a decent distance? Ooh, there is a lot down there. It does start getting very warm down here, however. God, it's nearly 60 degrees down there. Jeez. But, I mean, we need to start getting these liquid locks going anyway, so let's get those set up. Oh, I think the chlorine is filtering all down here, so that's kind of handy. Okay. That's not exactly what I wanted you guys doing. But, alright, that's a thing that's happening now. I may as well get the space below all kind of sectioned off for the kind of CO2 dump. And the majority of this is all being done on a 1. Why are you busy installing everything? Doesn't make much sense. I mean, I don't know, am I really... Is it really worth me complaining? I want this room built, so... Yeah, whatever. It's just confused the fuck out of me. Let's get it all dug out, I guess. May as well try and shift all this polluted water further down. Okay, so about here is where I'm going to want the rest of this chamber to get to. I'm going to build the liquid lock in here. Ooh, these are coming together nicely. Oh, I needed to put the bloody tiles in on this side as well. That was a dirt move. Right, stop these from doing stuff for the time being. I do not like how full this tank is. Really need to finish, like, getting all of this stuff sorted above everything else. I do have a printable available. Let's see what we got. Fertilizer. I'm not really using fertilizer at all. I don't really want any of that. Get rid of it. Add enough. Oh, there's more skills to go for. I did find out one thing with regards to the skills. Yeah, we've got some issues with some of these guys. Hassan is okay for now, but what I've found out is that as you give them more skills, they end up with a higher morale expectation. So it's not just based on, it's not solely based on the job that they have anymore. It's how many skills they have, how much they, are equipped to do. So Layra is really struggling with her stress at the moment. And one of the reasons is that her morale expectation is much high, or is a little bit higher than her current morale, and that's causing her to get stressed a lot more easily. So she's down at 41% at the moment, but I mean, it's going to be a continuing problem, I think. So I need to try and do something about that. Somebody can find a Paku inside the wall. I forgot that was one down in this area. Whoops. I'm also very tempted to reposition everything in here, because it's not going to be central. I kind of want things to be centralized. So I might be neurotic about this and replace the whole thing, like shift everything over by, I think, one tile. Yeah, this is worth it. Yeah, that's going to be one tile over on everything in here. Oh, how I wish there was a copy-paste. Loads of my dupes are idle at the moment. Why? Have you not got stuff to do? I'm busy trying to redesign everything. Just fucking get on with this nonsense. Okay, I think I've shifted over as much as I can for now. The dupes are going to need to come down and deconstruct some stuff first. Speaking of which, I think they can probably deconstruct the pump that is no longer pumping because it is no longer in water. Because, that would probably be a good spot for it, really, wouldn't it? Try and dig out as much of this stuff as possible. Get things set up so that we can get the power systems sorted again. We'll get them shifted down here. Should be plenty of work for them to be getting on with now. So we've still got all of this stuff to do. We need to finish sorting out this room, which I would really like them to do. Nails is highly stressed again. I might put another couple of massage tables in, just to help deal with the continuing stress levels. I'd rather not have to do this, but people aren't doing well at the moment. I wish I'd been paying attention to that morale thing. Also getting them to dig a little bit of a pool down here. Hopefully we can get all this polluted water down there, because that'd be nice. I don't really want to have to shove it all up in here. It'd be a lot of work. Let's deconstruct all of this stuff. I don't think we need it in here anymore. Piping can probably go. And I'm going to deconstruct all of the piping that's coming through here as well. Just so that I can, tidy all of this stuff up. Oh shit, Nails, your stress is at 87%. Right, people need to go and build these on a number 9 priority. I want them to be the first thing that gets done in the morning. Oh shit, we're out of coal! When the fuck did that happen? Oh, bugger. Right, there's coal up here. We need to go and get this. yeah, priority 9 on all the important stuff. My god. There's more coal in here as well, so priority 9 dig, get all this out of the ground. What are you? You're polluted oxygen. Okay, not a big deal. There's a lot more coal up here, so we're going to get a ladder going all the way up into this. And we're going to dig out as much as we can without disturbing any of the noxious gases. And suffocation. Oh, that's fantastic. Can we stop bing-bonging that, please? Who the fuck is suffocating and where? Jupiter's died? Oh, fuck. Why did you get yourself stuck up there? What are you even breathing in? How did you suffocate over there? I mean, I know the oxygen's low, but Jesus. Alright, I'm sorry, I'm reloading that one, because that's just bullshit. I know I said there need to be consequences to losing the duplicants, but that's just dumb. Okay, dupes, get to it. Get us some coal. Yeah, the oxygen got really bad. Especially without there being, you know, any power to feed the diffusers. I need more algae and more coal. I'm getting concerned we might be getting towards the end of this colony. I don't think I can do enough to keep us going. Not with things getting this bad this quickly. Overload damp. What? Why are the electricals suffering damage? Am I trying to put too much through this network? I don't know. We managed to get ourselves a few more tons of coal, so... Oh, jeez. You're ugly crying. Is ugly crying your stress reaction? Because if it is, that's not bad. Yeah. That's like a reasonable reaction, I suppose. We've got starvation as well. Everything's going great today. I don't know what to do about any of this. But I mean, the amount of coal in our stores is finally going up a little bit. Up to 16.8 tons. So that's an improvement. Ren, what the fuck did you do to get yourself over there? Why can I never trust you people? You just want to commit suicide. Fucking get out of there, you dozy twat. How is this an unreachable build? Oh, the dupes can't actually get in this space. That's why. I may as well drag a ladder down here and get the coal that's in this space as well. Oh man, I'm doing a concern. I'm doing a massive concern at the moment. This is really bad. I mean, more coal down here, a lot more algae. I really do think we need to try and transition over to a new power supply, because we're out of algae again. We're not currently producing any algae. We've got little bits of it over here that we can go and pull out of the ground, but it's a lot of work to get all of that. And I don't really know where else to go and get... Oh. Tell you what, we're going to dig through here. I'm going to get that out of the ground. I'm going to bring this ladder up even higher. And then we're going to dig this algae out as well. And we're just going to hope for the fucking best at this point, because I really don't know if we're going to be able to keep everybody alive. The diffuser over there is out of power. Why? Oh, because I severed the wire connection. That's fine, because I actually wanted that one turned off anyway. So no bother there. This is an alarming situation. Everything's getting... Please tell me... Oh, fuck. I'll have the Joya seeds. I was hoping there might have been coal or algae in that. But no. But I do think I really should have tried to transition over to a different power supply so much sooner. I should have played around with like the electrolyzer and seen if I could do something with the oxygen and hydrogen stuff, because oxygen could have just kept everybody breathing as opposed to this. And yeah, I mean, what is all this? This is all CO2. Yeah, the pressure's just not high enough to keep the CO2 down this far anymore. I mean, even the oxalite down here is wearing, like, its effort's a bit thin. We might be able to pull out of this, but it is going to be a tough push. For some reason, Nails came out here and slept on a ladder. She just ran out here in the middle of the night, feeling like absolute shit because her stress is through the roof. And now she won't wake up, and I don't know what's going on. Maybe she came out here because this is where the air is actually breathable. Because, yeah, I mean, just look at it in here. It's fucking horrific. These diffusers are on a 9. Oh, finally, they're being provided with algae. Oh, that's a bit of a relief. I just realised I don't have storage for the algae at the moment. Just convert this into temporary algae storage, because we need it. I want to see the quality of this air improve, please. It's getting a little more blue, which is nice. I do need you guys to come along here and finish up all of this stuff. However, and one thing I think I'm going to try and do, I'm going to block this off so the dupes can't get into this chlorine environment. Because what I want to try and do is drop the water from this liquid lock into one further below it. I don't know how well that's going to work, but I think if we can stop the chlorine from getting out of here, that's going to be rather good. But I want to do a similar thing to what I did with, you know, kind of shifting atmospheres around. So I want to set up the framework for this room, and then we'll deal with the liquid locks, and then we'll shift the atmosphere out by building all the blocks across, and hope that we can keep things going that way. But that is ultimately whether or not the duplicants are still going to be alive by that point, because while we have the diffusers active again, we don't really have much in the way of algae. We got 230 kilograms out of all that, so we haven't got up this far yet, and we're not converting any of the slime at the moment. I'm honestly lost for what to do. We're fine for coal for now. That's gone up to 30.5 tons. So I can be a little more comfortable with that for now. But I don't know how long that's going to last, and I'm very concerned for the diffusers, because they do go through that algae fairly quickly. And we've got a sizable colony in here. We've got a lot of space that we need to fill with breathable air. And I think this liquid lock can probably get torn up. I don't think this one's needed anymore, and we could certainly do with allowing some of this oxygen to filter back into the colony. It might help things a little bit. I mean, I know that the dupes are currently highly stressed. I'm right there with them. I don't know how we're going to get out of this one. Come on, guys, you need to keep these generators going. Without the power, the oxygen isn't going to happen. You're not going to be able to breathe, and then you're not going to be able to refill the coal generators so that you can actually live. It's a vicious cycle, I know, but we need to manage it. We need to maintain it. I also really need you guys to get back over here and continue working on this space, because I think if we can get this room finished, with how much larger it's going to be, we could get more algae distillers in, and we could produce more algae much more quickly. This is going to be a fucking ball ache. I know it. Printing pod is ready to go again, and gold amalgam. Won't pass up the opportunity to have some gold. There's some good resources. Right, who's on the massage tables at the moment? Lyra, Nicola, and May. Okay, you guys are like the three most stressed at the moment, and we're struggling for power to keep those massage tables functioning. The amount of algae has gone up to a little over 2,000 kilograms, so that's an improvement. We need to dig some more out. That oxygen is still struggling. But people are starting to put in the stuff around here, so I'm hoping... For me at the moment, everything is hinging on getting this slime processing center finished. Like, I need you guys to get it all done. I'm wondering if I can be mildly sneaky and try and shift this water into this lock as well. If I'm clever, I might be able to do that. I'll deconstruct that for a second. And I think the best way I'm going to be able to do this is build up this floor up to the right height, build a block on this side, and then like start raising this up, and hopefully it will eventually shift over that way. I mean, it's a guess. It might work. Right, is it going to work, or is it just going to bury the water inside the wall? Don't know, because somebody just didn't want to finish building the tile. Oh yeah, there we go, that's going to work. So what we'll do is we'll build the floor up, and then we'll just kind of like shimmy the water across this way. I'm liking this. This is going to work. It's got to work. It's weird. If I click on the tile, it tells me it's an insulated tile. And then if I click on it again, it gives me igneous rock, which is what I made the tile out of. That's a bit weird. But you need to chill, mate. I know we're all stressed at the moment, but seriously, we need some composure, please. That's looking a little bit better over here. There is certainly some breathable air, but... It's looking dire for the dangerous dump. Well, it looks like Operation Shift All This Fucking Water is going somewhat according to plan. Wow, it's actually kind of working. I'm actually impressed. I didn't think I was going to have quite so much luck with it. It's nice to see something going right today. Okay, I'm going to put this in here. I don't actually know if we need more water over here, because this lock got very full. So we'll cancel that, and we'll mop everything along here. Well, there's another print available. Is it going to be something good? Water! Ooh, we'll have some clean water, I think. I thank you for that. But geez, we're already down to less than 1,000 kilograms of algae again. Need to get this room operational again. Either that, or we need to start digging out some of the algae from around here. Why do you keep... they keep coming down here to pick up slime. And they probably shouldn't be doing that. These deodorizers are awaiting filtration mediums as well, so we've got slime lung just floating around down here, which is not desirable. I mean, one thing that is good about this whole situation is that the stress has gone down somehow. I don't quite know what's happened to decrease everybody's stress, but I'm not going to argue with it. It's a nice bit of relief in amongst all this madness. Let's deconstruct the tiles we need to free up for the liquid lock. I'm going to figure out the best way of dealing with this one. I think what I'll do is I'll build the walls out to here, and then I'll just kind of drop the water in from here. It might work okay. We'll probably get a little bit spillover, just because of the way fluids work. But hopefully that will all happen nice and smoothly, and then we can seal the rest of this, and we can open up this and start digging out all of the insides. To put it bluntly, oh god, we're out of algae again. Ugh. I mean, one thing I probably should have done was try to keep the slime processing active while I was trying to expand the room. It might have made some sort of a difference. Oxygen in here is relatively breathable for now. It got really breathable over here. Who's suffocating now? Don't do that. Mate, you need to get the fuck out. Fuck, you really need to get the fuck out of there, mate. Somebody needs to come down here and build this floor. Priority 9. Priority alert. Priority fucking alert. We're not letting May die down here. Oh, thank God. Shouldn't have left all the floor on a fucking 1, should I? But okay, it's been dealt with. Yay. I don't know why you're down here and... I don't know if I should question these things anymore. I really don't. But this episode has been fairly stressful. I'm just going to sit here and say it is... I'm starting to panic. I'm getting very concerned that the colony is going to be done for soon. I mean, you know, I've been kind of taking my time with it. I mean, we do have more algae to come and claim down here, so we may be okay. But it does mean that we've got so much more slime that's going to be around as well. And oh god, I'm going to have to cancel that because the dupes won't have a way over there until I build a ladder for them. Let's just build a ladder all the way across this, because then they can just fucking run across. I mean, they would have still been able to get across there anyway, so I suppose it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I'm panicking. To put it in, you know, short terms. I'm very concerned that we're looking towards the end of the dangerous dump. I'm hoping that we'll be able to get things back on track soon. It's just ensuring that we can keep everybody breathing and keep the power running. Which, at the moment, we're just about handling. So, we're going to see how we get on. And fingers crossed, we'll be here like at the end to say we did it. But for now, while I try and continue to close this area off, I'm just going to wrap this episode up here and say thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out the playlist on the channel for more Let's Plays or metal covers, and give this video a like or a comment just to leave your thoughts. And if you wish to join the ever-growing ranks of the Order of the Shield, subscribe on YouTube, chuck me a follow over on Twitch, or maybe even consider checking out my Patreon and becoming an officer within the ranks. But thank you again for watching this video, and I will catch you all very, very soon. This is Captain Meatshield, signing off. Splitters are a nightmare. Can't wait for them to update early access so that we don't have to deal with this bullshit.